Hi, and welcome to NicheCraft. My name is Kassi, and I'm your host. And today I am reviewing this lighted crochet hook set, okay? So what I understand this to be is a crochet hook where there's a flashlight on the end of it. And this is what I'm imagining. I have not opened this yet. I'm imagining that there's a flashlight right here, and there's something to turn it on, and then this part of the crochet hook lights up, and apparently it's supposed to help people crochet with dark yarn. All right, so I have already reviewed a product that was recommended for dark yarn, and that is my neck lamp review, so you might want to check that out. That ended up, I was really surprised, and that did help me a whole lot. But as I was examining that one, I came across these hooks, and I was like, well, I wonder how these compare, and I wonder if they are just as good. So I decided to purchase some and try them out and see what happened. So it came in shrink wrap, and I did take the shrink wrap off, but besides that, this is how it came. It comes in this, it's like a pleather case. This zipper, this is the first time I'm opening it. Okay, I did know it was going to be a purple, hook. Okay, or the grip was gonna, this part was gonna be purple, right? And it looks like it's got this nice textured grip right here. Okay, and the brand is Yarnness. Okay, so this is the same brand that I get these hooks from, the ones that I typically use. So that's good to know. This is plastic, and this feels like it could be rubber. And this part right here, my thumb definitely wants to kind of rest right there. It's interesting because I naturally want to hold this like a pencil, and typically I crochet with the knife grip, so I think that that's kind of interesting. So this came, it fit really well. Yeah, it fits snug in there. So this came with some stitch markers. Okay, it's got this little piece of paper that tells me how to use it. A USB plug, which I'm sure that's how we charge this up, although I'm not quite certain how it charges. Oh wait, I see. I'm going to open this up so you can see how it charges, because I was expecting it to have a different plug on the one side. So this is a USB port, but this side is this little adapter right there, and it plugs into the bottom right here. Okay, yeah. So, and it's kind of tight when I put it in there. It's very tight. So, as you can see, it's got a smaller hook on it right now, but it has all of these other hooks, right? They're all like plastic and see-through, and it's got this little wrench here. It's got this little wrench here. It's not very durable. It's just a thick plastic, okay? But it does have this here, and apparently one thing that I read was that a lot of people will try to change out the hook size by using their fingers and screwing them in. And while that does work, apparently it's not secure enough. Apparently you are supposed to use this little wrench right here in order to do that. And now it's just kind of stuck in there, and I can't get it out. There. So I'm just going to keep this out here. So first I'm just going to see how it looks if I light it up here. Okay, so it's not lighting up, so that means that this has got to charge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to charge this so that it'll at least light up, so it'll work the way that it's supposed to. And what I'll do is I will change to a hook size, to different hook sizes, and I'll go ahead and give you a demonstration on how this works. Okay, I'll see you then. Hi, welcome back. So this has charged for a little over 15 minutes, and I've already found something that I don't like about the design of this, and that is it's very hard to get these out. I have pretty small fingers, and even if I put my pinky in there, it's hard to get these out. So what I did was, since this was already out, is I put it in there and I popped it out that way. So I wanted to show you how to tell which size hook you're using. Okay, so right here where the hook fixes onto this, there are numbers printed, and as you can see, this is a 5.5, and then this is a 6.5. Should be able to see when my camera focuses. Yeah, and I think the 6.5 is the largest size. Now I'm gonna see if I, as Kassi, not me as a smart person, can figure out how to undo this, and I can't. So I don't know how you're supposed to remove these. And it doesn't tell you. Alright, so I have fully charged this, and while I was off camera, Greg taught me how to exchange these hooks. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do that myself. First, I just want to show you that the case only holds the hooks that aren't on this grip. So when you store it, you're going to have one of the hooks on the grip. Okay, I just wanted to mention that. This right here is for the charging cable, and then this right here is for the wrench right there. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside. Okay, so I can't get my camera to focus on it, but there's these two little grooves on each side of these hooks. And when you need to exchange a hook, it's actually a lot easier than it looked like when I first took it out of the box. You put the two sides of the wrench right on either side of those grooves, and it snaps on pretty easily. You hardly have to use any muscle at all. No muscle at all. Okay, and then you gently turn it, and then you gently turn it, and it just pops off like that. Okay, so it's not, you don't have to use much muscle at all to do that. So I'll do it again. Took it off, and now I'm going to put it back. You have to line it up so that it's in those grooves, and you turn it, and it kind of clicks into place. And then it's very, very easy to use. Okay, it's just that I didn't know how to do that right out of the box. It still feels like it's not very durable, though. I do have to mention that it feels like it's not very durable, and this is kind of small. I know that I'm gonna have to keep up with this. Obviously, there's a place to store it in the box, but it's gonna be difficult to keep up with that. So I just want to make sure that I'm telling you everything that I'm thinking about as I'm doing this. Okay, so next I'm going to start crocheting with this dark colored yarn. This is the same yarn I used for the neck lamp, and I'm going to see how it works. So first I'm going to just chain up a few chains so that I can, so I know that I have some chains ready. Okay, so now I want to tell you all the lights that we have on. So I'm going to use a piece of paper here, and I'm going to write them all down. So let me just go to the next page here. So we have the overhead light. Okay, that's probably the least brightest. And then we have the floor lamp. Okay, and then we have, I'm going to call it a spotlight. And then I have dim light all around the room, which is at the level that I prefer when it's at nighttime. And so this light would be light that is appropriate for somebody who is getting ready to go to sleep, and I would not suggest that anybody read in this light if they're reading an actual book, but if they're on a Kindle then, or an e-reader, that would be different. So I have very dim lighting around the room based on my own preferences during the night. Okay, so in the evening after the kids have gone to bed, and me and Greg are having our talk before we go to sleep, it's pretty dim in this room. Okay, so I just wanted to mention that. All right, so now I'm gonna have Greg come over and help us, and as I crochet, I'm gonna turn this on here. Okay, so this is it turned on, and let me go ahead and hold it over here. Okay, So it's not really that bright, but you can definitely see that it casts a glow, right? But it's not really that bright. It's not as bright as, say, you know, a little flashlight even, right? But here we have it here. And Greg, I'm going to have you turn off the overhead light. Okay, so the overhead light is off. I don't know if you could tell that another little light went off or not, but I'm just trying to get this in here. All right. So this yarn is something that I would normally work with just fine. It's just in a dark color, and I have issues seeing darker colors when I crochet. So I'm not really having much of a hard time with it. I can say that off the bat, I would rather work with the neck lamp. The neck lamp gave me a lot more brightness and a lot more focus brightness. Having the brightness on the crochet hook makes it difficult because the light is moving, and since I'm wearing glasses right now, with that light moving, it keeps like hitting the light of my glasses, and it's kind of giving me a glare there, and I can't really direct it very well as I'm crocheting. Even though obviously the crochet hook is going into each loop, you know, you would think that it would work pretty well, but it's not impressing me very much. So now I'm gonna have Greg turn off the floor lamp. Okay, so now I can actually see better now that those lights are off. So I think that glare might have been an issue for me. Not certain. But I can tell that there's a glow definitely. But I still feel like right now, even though there is still light on here, I still feel like I'm kind of working in the dark. And I feel like maybe my eyes aren't like, this isn't very healthy for my eyes. Like if I was to do this for a long time. Okay, now I'm going to have Greg turn off the spotlight. Okay, so like we really can tell obviously that this is on. I can hardly see this yarn. I would not recommend using this in the dark, and like I said before, there are even other dim lights on. So one of the things I was thinking about when I saw this was, I bet that would be good on a plane. And I've had some pretty long trips on a plane before. I've gone all the way from the US to Australia before. So that was a lot of hours on a dark plane. And this would not give me enough light on a plane. So that's disappointing. I would rather have the neck lamp on a plane than this. And this is bothering my glasses even more. However, I am still able to see my stitches. I can see them, but it's not comfortable at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Greg turn on the lights in a different order. The first light I want him to turn on is the overhead light. So again, that's going to be the dimmest light. Okay, so that's much better. I feel a lot more relaxed, and my eyes don't feel as like they're not hurting as much, and I feel like I'm able to work with this yarn pretty well. Yeah, I feel pretty comfortable in this light. But then again, as my eyes are adjusting to the light, I'm actually starting to feel a little bit like as I'm moving the hook, the light is still creating a glare in my glasses, and I don't like that. And this isn't one of those things that I would just not wear my glasses to do. My glasses are not for reading, but if I did have reading glasses, this obviously would not work. Okay, Greg, I would like for you to turn on the floor lamp, please. Okay, so this is pretty comfortable for me. I don't have any problem with this. And then go ahead and turn on the spotlight. Okay, yeah, so this pretty much, I mean, I feel like this, I feel like at this light, I may as well just be using a regular crochet hook to be crocheting, okay? because I can see just as well with this one as I could with the other one. And then just so you can see my stitches, I mean, I was using a very big hook for this yarn, but so you can see my stitches, that's the way they turned out. Okay, so to wrap this whole review up, I give this a 1 star out of 5 because this is a crochet hook and it does light up when I turn it on. So it does what it says it will do. It's a crochet hook and it lights up, but that's about it. You know, I have to take off a star for the quality. I have to take off a star for how easy it was to use. I have to take off a star for just, it just feels so cheap. And even though I charged it, I don't even feel like it's lit it doesn't really light up that much. If I turn off this light again, you can hardly see that. And it has a second setting and that doesn't even light up big enough. So, turning this light back on here, yeah, I would not recommend this. I purchased this with my own money. This wasn't given to me to do a review or anything like that. I purchased it with my own money, and if I could, I'd return it, basically. I really didn't like it. I was going to offer it as a giveaway at the end of this video, but because it is really that bad quality, I don't want to offer it because whoever I'd send it to, I would feel bad about it. I would actually feel bad trying to give this away and pretending like it was like something cool that you might want. I mean, because it's really not that good. I would say to completely pass on this. Get the neck lamp if you need something to help you see dark yarn, because that really helped me a lot. I was really surprised with how well that worked, but this light up crochet hook did not do anything except it did light up and it was a crochet hook, but it did not help me see this yarn any better, and it was really awkward to use. It does not feel substantial at all. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope that you enjoyed this video. And I will see you soon with another video. Bye-bye.